Hello, friends. That's not how I start these videos. Hi, guys. It's me, Danibuttons. And I'm back today with part 4 of my 2023 complete coloring book collection and finished pages video series video. Woohoo! I always am like out of breath when I start because all these books are heavy, okay? And I've been sorting them all day long, and now it's time to get right into it. If you go back to part 3, you'll see where I store all of my books. We are just on another shelf of non-color by numbers. So everything here is non-color by number. It's not really organized much more beyond that. A lot of it is a little bit size order. So like all of the, I guess, Johanna Basford size books are in this section. And also my Lulu Mayo size books. So that gives you an idea. But let's get into it. Yeah. Let's just do it. All right. So first up, this is 300 Mandalas by Sally Berry. I don't know if Sally Berry exists anymore. I only have one done in here. And if you can see, this is incredibly warped. I know a lot of people have problems with like books curling. This is a whole nother level to the point where I don't really want to color in this book anymore. And I'm not sure what to do about it. I do have this one page. And I think I had like 1 or 2 whips. But I'm not sure what to do because it's pretty infuriating. And it just is sad because this is how it was shipped to me because it's so big. I'm pretty sure it's just in an envelope. And I have, in fact, like had it squished. I got this book, that page was finished in 2021. So like, I don't know. If anybody has any ideas on how to fix this, let me know. 2 other possible solutions I have. I might just cut the book in half maybe, or in like 3 different chunks. I don't particularly want to do that, but it's, in my opinion, currently a little bit unusable. So that is an unfortunate start, but at least now that's out of the way, we got to better things. I have Spiroglyphic Animals. If you saw part 2, I had Disney villain Spiroglyphics. Here's another one in that series, and I have a few done. It's kind of hard to tell what some of them are, so we'll see if we can figure it out. I think that's an eagle and a horse. And we got a piggy. So as you can see, these are just like one-line pictures that you keep going around and your picture gets revealed to you. A tiger and a ram. I did this one wrong. This was my first ever one doing, and I started from the outside and then I tried to start from the inside, but I messed up and it doesn't match perfectly. And this mess is a gorilla that I was doing this page when I was trying to finish off all of my glitter gel pens, which a lot of these books I used during that challenge. So I did manage to finish off what looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colors, but I don't know if that's a gorilla anymore. Hopefully it's coming off better on camera than in person. So there's that one. Next, I really love this book. I'm really sad. There originally was a SpongeBob version, but it's out of print, and I wish that I had gotten that before it went out of print. But this is Nickelodeon The Splat, coloring the 90s. And I was a Nick kid, which is surprising. People think I was a Disney kid, Disney Channel, but Disney was like premium, so we didn't have it at my house. So I was a Nickelodeon kid, but here's my Reptar page. And Hey Arnold. And both of those I actually used watercolor paint. So that's fun. Again, when it's stuff like this, I like to try to like copy exactly. It's just my favorite way to do things. So actually, you know what's interesting? This picture is actually on Diamond Art Club right now from Viacom. So that's pretty cool. I'm intrigued by it, but I have too many diamond paintings. Next is my small Johanna Basford collection. Again, I have the Christmas one from part 3, but otherwise I just have this one, World with Flowers, and I have just completed my title page. Since it's double-sided, I have struggle to color in these, but this one is very beautiful, so hopefully I will get around to more at some point. But I also have Worlds of Wonder. I'm hoping you can see everything because, again, I tried to put the camera up really high, so even if we start like getting closer and closer, we'll still be okay. But yes, in this one I have a few done. This, I tried to do them like each representing a different season. I don't know. This was my winter, fall. I'm guessing summer and spring. But no, maybe this was spring and that was summer. I don't know. Then I really enjoyed this one. I used my Neocolor 2s to attempt. I don't understand how everyone makes gorgeous Neocolor 2 backgrounds, but this was my attempt at like a sunset type situation. And then I did the flamingos and color pencils. And then I did this one also with color pencils. I really love the smaller like vignettes that this book has, and that's why I like it and have kept it. So we'll see, because I used to have a bunch of Johanna Bastard books, but I was never reaching for them, so I passed them on to other people. Next is my Kirby collection, and I'll get this one out of the way first. I have Anamorphia. I got it from Book Outlet, and I don't have anything colored in here. And this is probably on the chopping block of things I would get rid of, because it has like drawing stuff too, and I don't know. I don't really foresee myself actually coloring in here. But for now, it just fits and is like same size as everything else. So that's an untouched one. Also untouched, which this is on me and I want to be touching this one, is A World Within Worlds. This is one of his newer ones. And these pictures are just gorgeous. But I haven't really been doing detail work like this. So it would be nice. And one day I will get to some of these, thank you. Another newer one is Fragile World, and I just have one page done in here, and I really enjoy how it came out, because again, I used watercolor. I really like using watercolor in his books, which you'll see in the next one. I find that traditionally printed paper does pretty well with watercolor. I do use it on Amazon printed stuff sometimes, but it will give you the crinkles. So yes, but this is all just watercolor, and I think it came out pretty nice. Next, this was the third ever book that got me back into adult coloring. I very specifically remember books 1 and 2 are also in this section. But this was number 3, and I got it at Michael's, and I only used watercolor in here. And I am very close to finishing this book, because back when you only have 3 choices, it's a lot easier to do a lot of pages. So let's go through it all. I think I have like 28 of these done or something like that. Hopefully I'm in frame. Looks like that's in frame. And yeah. Basically, if it's something like this, I don't remember if I counted this one as 2. But if they were done at separate times, I counted it as 2. And if it's like one whole scene, I counted it as 1. So this is a single for my stats, at least. Some of it has some transfer all over, but once it's done, that's okay with me. I love this one. This was like my Facebook banner for a while back in the day. Nope. I would love to finish this book one day, but it's another one that it's hard to make myself come back to it. And again, it's all watercolor, so this book is like double the size and crinkly. I like the sounds of the crinkles too. Oop. This was the first ever page I did in here. As you can see, I don't really worry about backgrounds. And then of course there's one with a background. I still have not mastered Galaxy, and I try so often. This was probably back in like 2017, so I'm not too upset with myself for that one. But like, gosh darn, why is it so hard? I don't know. This one was an intense one. I did backgrounds for that. I also, at the time, knew what a lot of the critters were called, but I don't remember. But they're all listed in the back. But what's nice about Kirby's art is it kind of leads you where to put your shadowing because of his line work, which is useful. So you know where to make things darker. You can see how fat, like, this book is. I don't know if anybody else is like that. Once I like choose a medium for a book, sometimes I'll only use that medium. See, even though this could be a double when we're done, since I did them separately, I'm considering them 2 separate pages. Ugh, this was me trying to do different colors. I don't know if I love how it came out. I guess I like it that it is different, but I don't know. I was pleased with my shading for that. Medusa, this was a very early one too, if I remember correctly. These guys, again, I don't love them because I was trying to do something different. I don't really like the pink and blue. The purple, is that right? This guy's pretty cool. This was another favorite. Oh. I don't like whatever this creature is. Seems terrifying, but the page is okay. Harpy. Oh, Whip. My Cyclops. I tried to make this be like Little Mermaid, and then I tried to make this one be like Flounder with my color choices. And that is it so far. But yeah, you can see just how like thick this book is. And again, I kind of love it, but it's like really feels like an art book. So next up is Mouse Guard coloring book. This is based on a graphic novel series or comic series, and I think it's out of print now. I'm happy to have it, but I only have one page done, and I actually use my Inktense to do this one. So it's been a while. I gotta get back to it, but I don't know. I've just only seen beautiful things come out of this book, so I like wanted to give it a shot, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm at that quality. Next, this is the Princess Bride As You Wish memorable quotes to color. There are 2 Princess Bride books, and this one is focusing on the quotes, and there are a lot of good quotes. For me, you'll see, I consider these pages done, even though they might not look done. Like, I did the words, so I'm not really worried about the background. This is watercolor paint. I am only waiting around to kill you. This one, I can't compete with you physically, and you're no match for my brains. Oh, this was for my challenge to finish all of the gel pens, and boy oh boy, this took a lot out of me. Also, it's kind of falling apart, and that's why I intentionally left her, because I just thought it was more striking. Rodents of unusual size. I don't think they exist. I have to watch this movie again. Why don't you give me a nice paper cut and pour lemon juice on it? Ooh, this is entirely falling apart. Uh-oh. Ugh, this was a mess. I tried to do a different technique. It didn't work out. I'm just gonna get through flipping this because things are getting worse. Have fun storming the castle. And that's it. I gotta do some like book surgery on this one. Things are getting out of control. Next, okay. The very first book that got me back into adult coloring, Fairy Shampoo. I saw a haul that had this book in it, instantly, literally stopped the video, went to Barnes & Noble, picked it up. I love this one. This is back when I only used colored pencils, so that's what all these pages are, but I have tons done in here. So, I just love the idea of it because since they're not real, their hair can be anything. So, that one feels citrusy to me. I did a lot of color palettes in here. Like when I learned about color palettes, I would do them in here. This was definitely a color palette. Yeah, a lot of these were color palettes, so I would just go on Pinterest and search random stuff. This is my attempt at rainbow. I don't know if I love that one, but it's something different. I do, in fact, love this one. The colors, especially. Ooh, this is like my Elements girl, because we got like fire and ice. And she's super cool too. Like, look at that hair. Another color palette. She's a shrimp, maybe? I don't know, squid. Looks like a shrimp. I don't know if they have that many limbs. This was a neon attempt. I love neon colors, but I feel like any page I color with neons, I don't like how it comes out. Ugh. Lots of flower hairs, fishies. That was fun. Oh. This was supposed to be a Christmas tree. Like a blue Christmas tree. Don't know what that is, but it's fun. Ooh, this was for a challenge. One color. So it was like any shades of gray and then one pop of color. That was one of the very first challenge cut videos. Cute. This one reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, all of the flowers. Ooh. And my very favorite, I think, is my pineapple girl. So, that is Fairy Shampoo. Does it tell me who this is by? I don't know. It's been a long time. I have no idea if this one is still available out there. By Jo Soon Jin. First published in Korea in 2015. And then published here in 2016. That's pretty cool. All right. We are speeding through this one. I gotta slow down. Next is an unfortunately untouched book. This is The Wondrous Workings of Science and Nature coloring book by Rachel Ignatowski. And I actually got this at the zoo in Chicago visiting Emily. So I don't have anything, oh my goodness, anything colored in here, but it's pretty cool. And it just reminds me of that trip. And also I am a nerd, so I do enjoy everything going on. But not sure if I will color in it. It's nice that it's single-sided, but yes, been the best-selling author and illustrator of Women in Science. It is pretty cute. So, and then I have two Color It books. These are super nice quality. They are spiral bound at the top. Very thick paper, very nice, but I only have two. This one, obviously, Colorful Expressions. I forget what we decided this was, because I don't really get it. Cool as a cucumber. Oh my gosh, I think I just got that right now. I don't know if I've ever known that before. See, they're all sweating and then he's cool. Yeah. So, this is, I'm gonna say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, because that basket's empty. I think I used Inktense for that. I used Inktense for this one for sure. And this is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I really like how that one came out. This was my first, and at this time, last ever quad color. So you might have heard of my split coloring before, where I take one page, cut it in two, and share it. Well, I cut this page in 4. So, did my lighting just get darker? I hope so, otherwise my eyes did. Hold on, let's see if I can fix it. Nope, don't move. Ugh. I don't know, that was weird. Yeah, so there's that. And then my final page done in here. Oh, nope, there's one more. Is Pigs Flying. And then my final page. I'm assuming this is The Big Apple. I use Sharpies for this one. This is a good book to color with Sharpies. It holds well. So there's the Colorful Expressions. This one's so funny. And my other Color It is another favorite of mine, and it is Colors of the Decades. This is one of my all-time favorite colored pages. This, again, the back, like this green is watercolor paint, then everything else is Sharpies, and I just, again, really loved the contrast of her in all grays with the background. And then I did her, like, fingernails and her earring, and I was like, oh my goodness, I love everything about that. Then we have like a sock hop going on, maybe. I don't know, they got socks and they're hopping, so that's what I'm saying. We got our 2000s punk rocker with her Color It tattoos. She's a real fan. And Peace, Love, Music, which was another gel pen challenge page. And this was another multi-person. I think this was 4 of us again, but for this one, I just put a timer on, and we just every, like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, we would switch. So this was a collaborative effort amongst 4 people. that was a fun video if you go seek it out. I don't think it looks too bad either. So, who knows? That is that stack. All right, let's get the next stack. This video might accidentally be a shorter one. I tried to separate it all so that it's about the same length, but it's hard to tell because like even whatever fits on the shelf, I don't like know how many pages are colored and everything, you know? So first on top are a bunch of my tiny little books, and yeah, we'll see that. This is Christmas Cuties. And actually, the day I'm filming, I ordered another Cuties. He just came out with Island Cuties, but obviously it's physically not here yet. And also, it's after May 1st, so you'll have to see that next year. But by Joshua Dunbar, and I didn't get anything done, but I just really like it. And I'm excited to give it a try. I'm not sure how well alcohol markers will work because it's so small, but I think it would be fun to give it a try. This might be a good one to try alcohol marker base and shading on top of to like teach myself that a little bit. We shall see. I'm gonna put the teeniest ones over there. Then I have a Reptiloids Volume 2. I don't know why 2 is on top, but I actually don't have anything done in here. But it's by Vasily Seiko, and a lot of these are horizontal, which is different from the first one. But these guys are just fun because, again, since they're like reptiloids, they can be any color. And I like having books that have no rules, which again, I'm self-imposing rules. I know. And here's Reptiloids 1. And I do have 2 done in here. I thought I had more, but I can only find these 2. So this is my First Lady. This book is what I tend to gravitate towards when I have to use colored pencils for a prompt because they're nice and small. So love her. And then I finished this guy also. Both of them with colored pencils. So most of these are vertical. And they're just cute and fun. Then I have a portrait of the mermaid by Sarah Burrier, maybe. And you might remember I bought this last year saying that I wanted to be like Erica from Elm Colors. And I have not. I haven't colored anything. It is again mermaid though, so maybe. But let's not hold our breaths. But they're super cute. And it's super small. It's nice. I love a matte cover, especially for filming. So then I have Enchanting Gnomes coloring book by Jim Shore. And I love Jim Shore figurines. I collect Jim Shore Disney figurines. And I also have some of his holiday ones. So I really like this. And, oh, I was like, I have a Christmas. No, I have a Crayola gnome Jim Shore pack, but it must be Christmas themed because it's not out. So I think it's Christmas Crayola gnomes. That's weird. I don't know. But I did this one who I think they have names, but I can't tell. Yeah, it's the name on the back. So this guy's name is Leaf. Does that make sense? No? Is it Winston? The reason I don't know if it makes sense is because it says Sam on top, and that's got to be Sam, like Uncle Sam. So that means this guy has to be Winston, and this has to be Leaf. Huh. So, potential Leaf, don't know. But so far, it's the only one I have done in here, from what I can gather. So, all right, next up is my Lulu Mayo collection. I don't have everyone, and I don't want everyone, but I probably have more than I should, considering how much I've colored. So, I have a lot of them. First on top is a million Kawaii Cuties, and there is nothing colored in here yet. This one I'm pretty sure has, yeah, like a pencil cup, macarons. I really just want to do that stationery page, a second stationery page. Yeah, these are in fact cuties. So I have trouble with these books because one, double-sided, and two, the artwork goes right into the crease and it's like hard to get in there, which I know is a common complaint, but I'm agreeing with those complainers. So then I have a million dogs. This one I'm pretty sure I just got off Book Outlet. If you are into her books and you don't have any, you should definitely check out Book Outlet. There's anywhere from like 1 to 6 of them on there at a time, and they're usually like $4 or $5, so it's a good deal. I did get this one, and I haven't colored in it. I did tab this fruit page with all the fruit dogs. I want to say this was one of her very first in this series, so don't know what there is to say about that. The only ones I don't have cats and owls, so I'm just not into those creatures. And yeah, next seems to be another uncolored one, and this is A Million Llamas. And yeah, this was from Book Outlet, so I probably got it again for like $4. It says on here $6.64, but like says $10 on sale for $6.64, but I got it from Book Outlet, so it was even less than that. But yeah, this one's all llamas. I don't really see many llamas. I must be like focusing my eyes on the wrong part, but cute. Then I have A Million Cute Animals, and I do have a page done. I have these hedgehogs in an envelope, and apparently for my border, I just outlined it with gel pen a few times. Don't know, because I was trying something different. Sure. My Pikmin was talking to me. I have A Million Sloths. Well, they've all had different little taglines. I did this sloth page. This I did with all highlighters for highlighter challenge. And this sloth page, oh, this was a fun one too, because this whole background is washi tape that I stacked and cut. So I thought that was pretty cool. Then A Million Mermaids, magical creatures. And I did these mermaids. Oof, I hope this looks better on camera. I did metallic paint for the whole background, and it looks very, very streaky. But I think at different angles it looks different. I don't know. And then I did this one, which I used my Holbein pastels. I was like, what are they called? And I'm pretty sure like a lot of these colors had under the sea names. Like this is sand, and I think one of the other ones had a fun water related name, and I thought it was so funny. Then I have A Million Unicorns, which some of these I have done, and I'm not sure if I'm calling them done, so I didn't tab them all. But like, again, back when I was doing my use up all the gel pen challenge, I did like these things, but I don't know if the page is done or not, so I didn't count it. Then I got this one. This one's definitely done, but you see lots of glitter. When the neighbors got glitter too. More beautiful glitter. Of all the books, I definitely don't mind having lots of glitter on the unicorn book. And more glitter. I did call this one done, even though there's some leaves and thing missing. I must have just finished all my colors. So, pretty, pretty. Then I have A Million Magical Creatures, which has no finishes. I don't even remember where this one came from. Like how it got into my life. Some of them I got like as gifts. Maybe that happened. I don't know. A Million Magical Creatures. Or sometimes like I'll be like, oh, I'm in the store physically and I see it. So I just get it. And then I have A Million Sea Creatures, which was a gift. This is the most recent. I haven't finished anything and I'm embarrassed for this one. Look at that turtle. Love him. So I'm sure there will be more turtles in here that I need to get to ASAP. And then finally, the second book I got with Fairy Shampoo was A Million Bears. Beautiful bears to color. So this is my oldest Lulu Mayo and my second book. And I used to color with twistable crayons. And this was like my travel book that I color with twistable crayons. So that one. Our fondue bears. Popcorn bears. I was so proud of myself. I'm pretty sure I think the polka dots were there, but then I made it fruit themed. So I have like watermelon, strawberries. Love it. Next, I thought this was pretty cool. I made it rainbow and I like put those lines in to make it rainbow. Oop, I skipped one. Bubblegum. And I finally finished this one. This was a whip for a really long time. But yeah, all with crayons. Next we have my Carla Magana. I never know if it's Magana or Magana, but my Carla collection. Stardust Spaceless. No finishes yet, unfortunately. But I love her stuff. It's so funky. And it just is like encourages you to do whatever you want. And yeah. Then I have Fashion Circus. Also no finishes yet. But it's just really cool. Isn't it cool? I think so. Then we have Hot Tropics, Tiki Pinup Girls, and I do finally have one done. It's this green girl. So yeah, I used like tons of different mediums. I did glitter and metallics and paint. I added these dots. Like, look at my creative juices just flowing. Whew. So that's them. And then I have Retro Deco. Another one that I was really proud of my creativity. I used acrylic paint for the yellow and the orange. I added these like flares and I added the leopard print. Oh my goodness. I also did a grayscale girl who I think she looks pretty cool too. So, and I have a Belle Pipistrelle. I did her, and I was just trying to do Halloween colors, but like the regular ones with the orange and black, and the non-traditional with the purple and the lime. And then finally, an unfortunately uncolored one still is Rococo Go-Go, and yeah, more just really cool ones. And it sucks because she does have a few more that I am highly intrigued by. But as you can see, I have some work to do. So I have paused my collection for the moment at that. Phew, how are we doing? Let me peek at you, make sure. All right, we're still seemingly all in frame. Next, I have a Pop Culture Reimagined 2. I keep like stacking them so that everything's backwards, but I have one page done. This is by May Yu. There's actually a third one that exists now, and she kind of like takes things and does different themes. So I don't know how to explain it more than that. Sounds like princesses as snakes, famous character roles swapped. I don't know. She just does cool stuff. But I did this one. I don't know if this was a character mashup or what, but I think it looks really cool. SpongeBob and Patrick combined. And I used the texture technique on the background. So I like that one a lot. And then yes, similarly is Pop Culture Reimagined Volume 1. And I don't have any finishes in here. Sam has one, but I didn't tab it. But there's Sam's. I think that's gender swap. So Ash Ketchum as a lady. So super cute. Those are my only Mayu books. Now I have my tiny Dover Spark collection. These books are great. I don't know if they still make new Dover Spark books, but I should investigate that. This is by Maggie Swanson, and it is Sea Life Designs. And this is another one. I actually have a few whips in here, but another one that I used my twistable crayons. Just works nicely with that. This is all sea creatures. And I'm pretty sure I previously brought this with me on a cruise trip where I thought it would be funny to do sea pictures because that's like my MO. So that's that. Then I have Puppy Love by Noelle Dolan. And this is another book that Sam has one done, but my finish is this one. And I was doing a rainbow challenge. So I'm pretty sure I used permanent markers and just like picked out my rainbow colors. And then I did obviously the straight rainbow and then used those same colors to color everything else. So I really like that one. And maybe my favorite of the three is Playful Animals by, who are you by? Victoria Moderna. Oof, they're telling me it's for ages 7 to 10. We'll see. I don't know. So these ones are like repetitive, and some of them repeat more than others, but I just thought this was so fun. And I use lots of different mediums. I used to be a little bit less lazy with my coloring than I am now. So I'd whip out those stickles more often and do all these different textures, but I don't know. Gotta get back to that. I got my Under the Sea. I really, 95% of the time, I make my octopuses purple. So I tried to do something different. And of course I came to yellow, which is my second favorite color. So I don't know how different that managed to be, but I did crayons for all the background and then alcohol markers for my critters. And then I think this one came out pretty striking. It is, I think this was for a 3-color challenge. So I did like the blue. I don't remember because this is more than 3 colors, but it's minimal colors. So who knows? But that is that one. And then finally we have some of, do I have more? Looking back, 2 hardcover books. I actually, again, this one might be a surprise. I got rid of, or not got rid of, but transferred my Hannah Carlson books. So that, she is a perfect example of like beautiful artwork that I just don't want to color. So I do though have one Maria Trolle book, Luna, and I only have 1 page done in here. And it's this one, and I think I used Inktense. And again, it might be Erica from Elm Colors who takes her books and like does the same color palette throughout the whole thing. And I wish I could do that. That would be beautiful. So I definitely should color more in here, but I have not. But like just the color of the cover, very attractive. So, and then the final book in this section is Fairy Miracles by Clara Markova. I snagged this when they were still available on Amazon US, and I didn't have to pay many dollars in shipping. So this is my only Clara Markova, and likely will only ever be my, only ever. I won't get any more unless they come back to Amazon, because I don't color in them enough to justify the prices. But my only finish, I have a few whips in here too. My only finish is this one. Because, again, I don't use color pencils as much as I used to. The very first page is a whip, and I don't know if I liked where my colors went. Because, again, anytime I try to bring in neon, it goes off the rails. And then I think I also have a bat whip. Yeah. So, I don't know what my plan was, but this is my only Clara Markova for now. Potentially forever, unless they somehow ship much easier. So, all right, time for our statistics, right? All right, let's just say our word's gonna be seahorse, because there's one, but we'll talk about that at the end again. Statistics. In part 4, I showed you non-color by number books, 42 books. And out of those 42 books, 14 were untouched. I don't think that's too bad. It's much better than the Disney part. It's obviously not great. Obviously, we should be trying to color in all of our stuff, but that's not a terrible number. And 119 pages, which I also think is all right, because that's really what? 42 minus 14, 32, 28. Nope. Yeah. 28 books, 119 pages. That averages like 4 pages a book. That's not terrible. Obviously, some books only had 1 page, some had like 28, but I don't know. Not the worst. So, yes, the next part is also going to be non-color by number. I think I have, what is this? This is 4. So part 5, more non-color by number. Part 6, potentially the color by number part. Part 7 is going to be all of my foreign books that are not Disney. And then part 8 is going to be like my super favorite artists. So, or at least who I keep together on that shelf. So that's it for that. You got to let me know if you're sticking it around to the end. So, to my spiel. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Comment anything you want to comment down below, including our secret word / emoji, seahorse. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time, and we have 4 more parts coming at ya. Please stick around. My throat is dying over here from filming all of these. I need you. I need you to stick around. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day, weekend, whatever. I don't remember what day of the week the 6th is. Isn't that Friday? I feel like it is. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in 2 days with part 5. So, goodbye, friends.